Welcome to today's Talk of the Town. I'm Sandy Benson, and WHHI TV is excited to welcome all Hargray subscribers to our new channel placement broadcasting at 9 a.m. and 9:30 p.m. daily. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. If you're in business, you've probably heard the phrase social media marketing. And if you've attended any conferences recently, you've probably attended a social media marketing presentation. So what is social media, and how the heck do you, as a small business, market yourself as a big business without the big business advertising budget? Here to tell us in a few easy and simplified steps how to create your new highly in-demand online presence, John Ontal, lead strategist for nichemarketmedia.net. John, welcome.
Thank you, Sandy. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. So how do our viewers begin to create like a proper online presence?
You know, that's a fantastic question, and I'm going to move up here to the dry erase board so I can show everybody.
Wonderful.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna ask you to help me out a little bit in this process. And when you're thinking of an online presence, where does it all start, Sandy?
Well, in my mind, it's starting with your website.
Absolutely. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw this square here, and that's going to be your website. Okay. And then when we go from here, they're written in many different languages. So do you know by any chance what would be a good language to write a website in?
Well, absolutely. No.
Okay. Well, I'm going to tell you guys. I'm going to tell you, and there's a great platform. There's several different platforms out there, and the one that's the most widely used is called WordPress. And the neat thing about WordPress is it gives you a front end and a back end. And so this side is going to be where the visitors go, and that's what they see from the web when they go to your web address. When you go to your website, that's what they see. But then the back end is what the business owner sees. This is the back end. Okay. Now that you've got this website, how do you get people to it?
Well, and of course that's the most important thing, is getting people to the website. I mean, my thoughts would be people would Google it.
Awesome, awesome.
Facebook.
Perfect.
Twitter.
Yep.
And LinkedIn, which I use. I actually use LinkedIn to post jobs that my business, in looking for employees or new information. So that seems to be a good source of communication.
You're absolutely right, and you knew this so well. I was having to catch up to you. So I'm proud of you. You're doing really good. And another one too that we didn't write, and all these are great. And another one is YouTube.
YouTube, right?
As you know, video is hugely popular.
Right.
And when people see a video, if you do it right, you can link this back to your website. And with Google, and I'm gonna do another one with the Google, and that's SEO. And that's search engine optimization. So if you've got a business and somebody searches that term, if it's done right, if you do the SEO right, you'll rank high on Google. And then that will get them to your site. It's pretty awesome stuff. And
what about a newsletter?
That was where I was going next. The newsletter is an awesome way to communicate with your clients. And a lot of times when people have got a newsletter, well how often do I send it? Really, if you send it more than about once a month, you may turn it off and lose subscribers.
Right.
And so, and also the way to do a newsletter, it's not just about me, but it's just to communicate with them.
Right.
So all these are touch points. And so I like to call this our hub, or we're on Hilton Head, so it's an island. So think of your website as an island. And we have all these bridges that we're creating, and all of these bridges, somebody may see you on LinkedIn. You can market on Facebook. If you pop up right in Google, now this is actually working for you. Instead of just an electronic business card, which most people get set up with online because it's not written in WordPress. And I'm going to write WordPress over here too. And the neat thing about that is the search engines love it. And let me go here again too. I'm going to write the word blog. I know you've heard that term.
I have.
And so a blog can be something that you write an article about your business, and this can potentially rank high in Google. And Google loves blogs because they are interactive, and they rank high on Google if they're done right.
All right, well, I have to ask a big question.
Yeah.
All right. If I don't have the time to do this, which I don't
Right.
as a business owner wearing 200 hats already. So how do I know, number one, what company to use?
Right.
And number two, once I develop this website and I know that I need to get people there, who takes care of that for me?
That's an awesome, awesome question. And when I wrote this, I've got your visitors see, that's what they see when they do yourdomain.com. Now you've got this thing called the back end, and that's what WordPress, and it's a free platform. You can get it for free. However, if you don't have time to do it right, that's when you have to hire a company. So these are the questions I would ask a potential company that's wanting to handle your business. And I'm going to tell you real quick too, when it's this time for you to have someone else do it. WordPress means that it's easy for you on the back end. Okay, and that means that you can update this yourself. However, if your time is more valuable meeting people offline, that's when you hire a business. And if they don't have this stuff, these are the questions. Can the website handle a blog? Is it WordPress? Will it rank high in Google? Can you connect it with Facebook? Can you add videos? So those are the questions you'd want to ask a company.
All right, and so if by chance people are looking for a company to do this for them, this is something you yourself
absolutely
can do for others.
Yeah, and I have companies. Yeah, I build their websites, but there's certain companies that are that don't have the time.
Right.
So I do the things they don't want to do, they don't know how to do, or they don't have time to do,
Right.
but they know they need to do.
They know they need it.
And,
right.
and real quick, how do they know if I'm doing my job? Well, if somebody sees them on Facebook or if they're ranking high on Google, so everything I do can be measured with analytics. I'm going to write that on there. And these are all terms that you should know so you can be informed when you're trying to hire someone to do your work.
Okay, and so John, when people are ready to go to that level of social media marketing, they need to get a hold of you at Media Marketing.
nichemarketmedia.net.
Thank you. Thank you for joining us, and we will be right back with Talk of the Town.